us all drink since. He make sure he drinks and the kids drink, and then when he was with the mama, it's telling me new video started. Oh, okay. Is it moving? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete some more videos. But I have a lot of stories on here. I don't want to mess it up. Mama was looking at it like, who told you can take that drink? We ain't never had to drink nothing. We had to break it off the tree and then squash it down and make it into a juice. The mama was mad. She was hating. And she gave her a dirty look like, yeah, I'm drinking it. But he deprives her. And, not getting enough fluids. Water, lots of water is good, you know. So he don't stop her from drinking water. But it's almost like when they going out, so he want to make sure his mother had pleasure. He want to make sure he get a drink for his mama. You know what I'm saying? But when they was all together, I think it was no drink on there at a restaurant, just water. I'm like, oh, he cold. I said, she better than me. I said this before. I don't want to repeat other things I said before. But I said I will straight up get up and go into the freezer and get what I want. Say something about it. Oh, for real? You don't want me to get in the drink? All right, bye, bro. A lot of those women ain't got nowhere to go. A lot of them sassy mouth. They'll get up and talk crap. They'll leave. They don't care. They'll go. Some women be so miserable. They be going out in the mountains by themselves and encountering snakes and everything. I just pray for them. I pray for them, that they'll come in contact with the true and living God so they can get help. But anyway, y'all, you know how I mix it up here, you know what I'm saying? We do a little bit of spirituality, a little bit of, knowledge, creativity, arts and crafts, designs, fashion shows. I do my little fashion shows, celebrations, so on and so forth, history talk, world talk, entertainment, street hood talk, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? I was going to say something else. It was about, who was this? It was a couple. I guess it's the new couple. Oh, it's new couple. So they're both supposed to be, this is an entertainment world. They're supposed to be getting a divorce. And the young lady husband supposedly had got a young lady pregnant that was a stripper at one point. I'm not sure if that's what she does. That's what I heard she did. And the other young lady used to be one, but she's the wife, and she has a new boyfriend. And she's been flaunting it or whatever, and they claim that she's pregnant, and I don't know if that's true or not. It's all allegedly. But I was going to give a suggestion to her. Her number, two of her numbers have changed. So I'm going to try to catch her on Facebook if I can. I don't know if she's going to give her a number. She might not want to give her a number because she probably don't want him calling. But, and I don't know if she checks her Facebook, but I don't know. If she, I'm going to tell you the word is that's what they're saying. And if you are pregnant, I'm going to send it to her Facebook page. If you are pregnant, baby boo, because me and her spoke before, we texted each other, but I'm a lot older, that I don't really play around with the devil's territory, his playground, and I always give her advice like that's the devil's playground, and I was sending her videos like about the end of the world and stuff. I know about that world. My mother's in entertainment, so she got out of it, gave her life to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You can't do both. Some of them say you can do both, but that's not true. But I was gonna tell her if that stripper, I would have the lawyer like I was saying this talk show host. If she would have had her lawyer subpoena her husband's girlfriend and that baby's supposed to be there, she would have had to pay no alimony. How you paying all this alimony and he telling me he can get life insurance that she got? She probably gonna get it now. She probably ain't paid it. But I don't understand. She went to college and everything. And this young lady, I was gonna give her some advice. And anytime that pregnancy is involved, and that blood works come out that child, now see, if she's pregnant and he got a baby, neither one of them ain't gonna get anything. He don't get nothing, she ain't gonna get nothing. She says she don't want nothing. But she got more money than him. But see, this is what happens when you give men money. I seen her giving on the video, giving him $50,000 for his birthday. You don't get no man no money like that for his birthday. He won't respect you. I don't care how you slice it. Yeah. And then I heard he likes the hood girls, and one of his baby mama said, yeah, the money he give me, getting it from you and giving it to me. nothing wrong with a guy wanting to help a girl a poor girl in the ghetto. If he's a brother, he's trying to help some young sisters, soul sisters in the hood. You know, they got babies or they struggling, they poor. Some of them might not work, some of them might be on aid. Some of them might have a little part-time job, mama watching the baby. They ain't got much money coming in. They living in some little apartment or whatever. And he becomes a celebrity, he's rich, and these girls got babies by him. Oh, trust and believe, if he's a good dude, he's going to help them. So he is somewhat of a good dude. But he's also a user if he accepts money. That's what I'm not saying he is a user, but he is a user if he's taking money from a woman, according to my opinion. Because a man, first thing a man gonna say, he gonna think about his daughter, unless he was raised that way by his parents. But if he was raised with some kind of sense, he don't want his daughter doing that. So if a girl is doing that, he don't want her as a stepmother to his kids. I don't want my daughter giving dudes money, and you giving me money, so I don't want her around you because you're gonna teach her the wrong thing. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna teach her the wrong thing. If a girl demand respect, demand that a man do for her, and demand cars, and demand, it don't make her go digging, it don't make her use, whether she got a job or not a job. As a man, he supposed to come forward, he supposed to offer, she shouldn't have to ask. He talking about going, splitting the bill on something, he ain't the one, let him go, unless you just, some girls don't mind splitting 50-50, as long as brother laying it down on that dance floor right. Oh, he cutting some moves on that dance floor. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, baby. I did have my, what did I have my, oh, here it is right here. You see what I'm saying, y'all? I'm trying to put my thing, uh-oh, sorry, y'all. I hope it stay up. I don't know if it's going to stay up. There it go. He's not going to respect you giving him bread like that. You know what I'm saying? And she said, oh, he bought me this for this much. I got to outdo him. What? You got to outdo him? Man. And then the guy she with, she's saying he makes $20 million more than what her husband makes. It's all allegedly what I heard on YouTube. It's her words. I know her a voice, a bunch of pictures of her with a voice that sounds like her. Doesn't mean it's her. They got artificial intimidation. I'm not saying it's her. I'm saying this is what has been said on YouTube hood streets. YouTube news, you know, and then I heard her say, you ain't no gangster. It made her feel bad. I was like, heck, you know, she told him, you ain't no gangster. You ain't no real street nizzle for shizzle. I was like, heck, you know, you ain't a gangster. You's a prankster. Heck, you know, for shizzle my nizzle. You ain't a gangster. You's a prankster. Heck, you know. She said, bro ain't no gangster. When I heard that, I was like, he's a prankster. Wanna be hard. A lot of folks like that. And then I'm hearing that, I guess they saying he got mad because she was with the dude, and he seen she was with the dude, and maybe he heard that she was pregnant or whatever word on the street, but you can't really ask for spousal support. Well, you can if whoever makes the most money, you can. But a lot of times, I don't know, do they still split it down the middle? If it's adultery proven, I don't know if they're going to do half and half. At least I know that if whoever did it won't get nothing. But if that person ain't got nothing, she ain't expecting nothing no way. But if he has a child, if they both have a child by different people during the marriage, then neither one gets nothing. You know? Or they can make them both make stiff payments. You guys both, they'll see, okay, he made less money, so he's got to make a payment. It's going to be a stiff payment, but her payment will be bigger because she makes more money. I don't know. You got to talk to a lawyer about this. This is my assumption, I think. But in my analysis, I would think neither one would get either one. I mean, get nothing. Nobody gets nothing other than child support. They got split. You got to split the child support. You can split custody. That's it. But nobody's getting nothing. Nobody's getting nothing. This is Wednesday evening with yours truly, an Evening Wit WIT Heidi, the multi-variety show. And I am chilling this late evening, and this is sure enough late evening. Trying to get it like this. There we go. You see what I'm saying? It makes no sense to me. And if that was her talking, I mean, I don't think they see the legal, what's the word? Is it technicality? Technicality. I think I'm saying it right. Is it legal technicality? Legal technicality, I think that's what it's called. I don't think they see the legal technicality, that's what it's called. I don't think they see the legal technicality of anything. And all of the two couples, talking about it. And it's crazy because I like her. I like the other young lady. I did like her husband. I don't like him no more. The other guy I never did like. Somebody else too, but I can't think of them. They're not that popular in my mind right now. But no, baby. And anytime a man asks for spousal support, I don't like those kind of guys. I don't respect them. And people say, "Oh, you don't want to give up your money." People see, because a lot of guys think that's what's good for the goose is good for the gander. What I do for you, you do for me. It's the same way. It ain't no different. Them kind of guys don't see a woman as different. They see it as equal. And something's wrong with that picture. Something's wrong with bro's manhood. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not saying nothing happened. I'm just saying something in that bloodline wrong with that manhood. It come from a generational bloodline. It's been taught or something. I don't know. Anytime a man want that, to me it spells either some men feel they should get it. It's some men that don't want to give it. They don't want to give it. At all that. So that makes them not a man either. But some of them may say split it down the middle or whatever. I agree and disagree with that. I can't think of what my brain is fried right now. 50-50. But, if he's a millionaire, there is no 50-50. If he has 50 million and he says he's going to give me 10 million, 2 houses, 3 cars, and a monthly payment of $5,000 a month for the next between 5 to 10 years, you get that, and after that, you get no more. Because I just gave you 10 million. Now, if he has, let me see, what did I say, 50 million? 50. If he has 50 million, I would request 20. I would at least request 20. And if he says, if he stands on it, if he says 15 and he keeps standing on 15, I'll just take the 15 and let it go. If he said you get 5,000 a month, because if I give you 20,000 a month, then I got to get, I would say, he might not want to do the 5,000 a month, so he might just do the 25,000. So just take 25 million, and that's it. I'm not giving you nothing per month. But see, the thing about that is, and he said, if you take the 10 million, you'll get 5,000 more. Well, that's 15 million. Just give me the whole 15 million, because anything can happen and you might not be able to give me that money. It ain't going to do no direct deposit into your account and my account unless it's a company. Something happened to you, I ain't going to see that 5,000 a month. And if I leave before you, then I ain't got to worry about it. But if I'm here and you leave, no, just give me my, I know one guy, he got a divorce and gave his wife a lump sum of 900,000. I said, she's a good lady. She's a church lady. She's a really nice lady. But I feel like she played herself and he played her because if he's got 30, 40 million, I believe that's around the amount of money that he had back in that time. He had 30, 40 million, and she had to deal with him cheating, and I don't know if it was evidence of anything, but if she had evidence of anything, then she could have showed that, or she could have just said inconsolable differences, however they say that word. He's got 60, 70 million. I don't know if he had something probably between, I believe, 50 to 70 million. I was like, no, I want 25 million. Well, if he had 50, yeah, it would be half down the middle. So I'll be like, no, I want half. I want half. He's constantly cheating like that, no. And you know he was cheating? What she should have did was got an investigator and had them followed, have him presuming one of them long cameras from far away and scope in and see exactly what's going on. Catch him in the act. Because talk is cheap. It's all about action. These people are saying, "Oh, I'm with this person. I love this person. We this, we that. We gonna do this. We gonna do that." One person saying, "Yeah, we gonna have a family. We gonna have a big family," and the other one is like, "Yeah, we together. He's special." Blah 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 blah. And the other guy, they say he got a stripper pregnant. And see, if she's not pregnant, and I was trying to contact her, but her phones aren't working. She probably don't want him calling her. But I'm gonna send her a message like, if that's not true and you're not pregnant, continue to use protection. Better yet, don't do nothing until you out of that marriage, because it doesn't look good. And if your husband got that stripper pregnant, have your lawyer subpoena them, and you want blood work. That'll get her out of alimony. He won't get a dime. And I like her, so I'm gonna make sure I message her. I was gonna message the other girl, but the other girl said she's not pregnant, so I'm gonna stay out of it because I like the other one more than the other one. I like both of them, so I'm not siding with nobody. But I like her more, but I only have an issue that she's messing with somebody else's, spouse. That's not a good look. But her heart is in the right place. And a lot of times people say, well, if you're separated and you broke up, hey, it's free game. But that's not how life goes, because as long as they're legally married, the marriage could get healed, they can get back together, and that person is going to have a broken heart. And they said all those things like they was sure, and I really don't care, and and she probably don't care. She probably don't care. Hey, as long as I'm getting what I need, I don't care. But when you start making plans to have a family, I mean, your heart is kind of in it. So if this person goes, I mean, I'm sure she'll shove it off her shoulder. She shoved a lot off. She's a strong person. But you don't want to look bad and you don't want to say anything. So because if that person go back to that person, you're going to be looking like Boo Boo the Fool. And just like this couple, they didn't broke up thousands of times to get back together. But now that he's asking for alimony, she's probably not gonna, she said something about he wanted alimony because she said she wanted everything. She said she didn't say that. She said, I didn't say I wanted everything. She said we could split everything down the middle. Storage space is almost up. Okay. Yeah, they put a thing on my storage is almost up. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna have to get off. So I gotta delete some stuff. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know, yeah, they're talking about certain countries can't come over here to visit. So it's gonna be it's something they said that's with it, some attachment with it or something like that. But those particular countries will have to, I think, get permission. It has to be a certain thing or whatever. They just can't come. And I agree with that. I disagree with the Medicaid being cut off to people that's not working. I disagree with the food stamps, but they're giving them to 2026 from what I heard allegedly. But I don't agree with taking food stamps because whether that person has kids or no kids, if they low income or something, and they might say, well, that person should work. They might not be able to work. They may have health issues, and they may not get disability. It doesn't qualify for disability. Everything don't qualify for disability. People have things that doctors can't fix. So, but I feel it should be a limit of kids. 2 kids, no more than 2, and you got 5 years to get it together, or your stamps will be reduced more than half. Medicaid should continue only if you have 2 kids. If you have a third child, your child will not be insured. That'll make them strap it up. So thanks again for watching the Evening Wit, WIT Heidi, the multi-variety show. And if you like any of my shows, like, share, and subscribe. Check out my freestyle way back in the day. Okay, Signs of the Times Part 1 and 2, Invasion of the Unite Part 1 through 4, and more. Birthday bashes, Christmas bashes. And I will talk to you guys on another day soon. Talk to you later. Bye. Thanks again for watching an Evening Wit, WIT Heidi, the multi-variety show. Talk to you later.